Romans did not use soap and liked to eat lying down. Romans invented fast food stalls where citizens could grab meals in jars. At fancy dinners, they ate while lying on their stomachs. And instead of soap, they scraped oil off their bodies with metal blades. Welcome to the bizarre world of Roman living habits. Let's start with their unique approach to food. Wealthy Romans ate while lying on their stomachs. They believed this position aided digestion. They'd prop their heads up with one hand. The other hand was for eating. No forks or knives needed. They'd simply drop unwanted food on the floor. Slaves would clean up afterward. This horizontal dining wasn't for everyone. Only the rich could afford such luxury. The poor ate sitting up like normal people. Women weren't allowed to recline at first. They had to sit in chairs at separate tables. Later, some wealthy women joined the men, but the privilege remained mostly male. These fancy meals could last for hours. The elite prided themselves on never having to stand up, unless nature called, of course. For busy Romans, there was always fast food. Small stalls called thermopolia lined the streets. Vendors sold pre-prepared food in jars. Common people often grabbed quick meals there. The wealthy looked down on these food stalls. They considered such food beneath them. Wine divided social classes even further. Rich Romans drank expensive grape wines. Common soldiers drank Posca instead. This cheaper drink mixed vinegar with water. Sometimes they added spices for better taste. Now, let's talk about their cleaning habits. Soap didn't exist in ancient Rome. Instead, they developed their own cleaning ritual. First, they'd cover themselves in scented oils. Then, they'd take a shower. Finally, they'd scrape everything off with a curved metal tool called a strigil. This method removed dirt, grime, and dead skin. The wealthy added perfumes to their oils. The poor used simpler versions, but everyone followed this basic routine. Their hygiene habits extended to hair removal. Most Romans preferred to be hairless. They saw it as a sign of cleanliness. It also helped prevent lice. Even Julius Caesar joined this trend. He removed all his body hair. Ironically, he couldn't grow hair where he wanted it most. A small bald spot plagued him his entire life. Dental care remained surprisingly basic. They valued white teeth, but they didn't have toothbrushes. Instead, they used powder and baking soda for fresh breath. When teeth fell out, they got creative. The wealthy bought false teeth made from ivory. Middle classes used bone replacements. Poor Romans made do with paste alternatives. Modern archaeologists still debate these practices, but one thing remains clear: Romans took their hygiene seriously.